Hello and thanks for watching PPI. On this episode we're going to go to a private residence. The residents who live there claim they have a pesky poltergeist. We'll see what they really have. Okay, so here's what we got. We have a possible inhuman, which is in a private residence. The residents do not want to be on camera, so what we're going to have to do is go in, be very private, not let anybody know we're there, and go from there.
Okay, now, how far is it from here? Is it like around this location, or?
It's in Southeast Michigan. It's in Garden City, which isn't too far away from Ypsi, but I'm not going to go into too much more detail other than that because the person doesn't want to be on film.
Right. Okay, let's go.
All right. So we're sitting here doing our base of the bathroom. It's about the same as everything else was in the other room. This room's a little bit colder though. Actually, I'm hitting a cold spot right here. It just went from 65 to 60 degrees and then went right back up to 65 again. That could be a sign of some activity. Or it could just be that I'm standing in a colder part of the house. We're actually going to sit in this room for a little while and see what we can come up with. Well, we're hitting a couple of cold spikes here and there, but nothing really big's going on in here. I think we'll move on to some other rooms, but we're going to come back to this one because I really want to see this face that they say is in the shower. So maybe when we come back in here in a couple minutes, we'll step into the shower here, draw the curtain up, and see what we can find out. Alright. This room's considerably colder than the rest of the house too. It's only 59 degrees in this room. And now we're hitting 57, so this is a colder room. Could mean a few things in the ghost world. Could mean that there's a vortices in this room. We're down to 55. And now we're back up to 59. Vortices in the rooms are entry points, supposedly for spirits. They can come in and out of a house or a location with these where these vortices are, or vortexes, or black holes, whatever you want to call them. It's kind of like a Star Trek wormhole. Let's see if we can get some good EVPs in here. Is there anybody in the room with us? If you're here, please let us know. Please give us a sign. We're here to help. Why are you here? It's getting colder. We're down to 55. Is there anything we can do to help you? Let us know, because we're here to help. Try and make contact with us. Try and give us a sign. Back up to 60. So we might have had a visitor there for a second. Who knows? We took these pictures. We'll take these pictures back and, review everything after we're done with the entire investigation and see if we see anything in the pictures. Okay, we did our base test in here. We're going to move on to the next room and see what we can find there. After that, we'll go to the basement. Okay. Okay, we're moving into the master bedroom. What you saw in the last room is the same thing that we'll do in here. Set my stuff down. Get some base readings and we'll go from there. Let's see, this room's 65 degrees and the other room is down in the 50s. This room's sitting right about 65 degrees. Nothing on the EMF, so we're good with that. Start the EVPs again. Okay. Is there anybody in the room with us? Please let us know. We're here to help. What can we do to help you? You know that we're here? Is there anything you'd like to tell us? We take photos so if anything shows up we can catch it. Sometimes you might catch something as small as an orb, which just appears as a circle, or you might have something as big as an actual apparition or a free-floating vapor.
You want to tell everybody why we're asking these questions and maybe fill them in on some of the stuff that can come up on EVPs?
EVPs are electronic voice phenomenon. It works like if you've ever saw the movie White Noise, it's the same kind of principle. What happens is the human ears can only hear a small frequency of radio waves, and when these little gadgets right here record, let me stop it. When these little babies record, you record at a much larger frequency than what human ears can hear. And some people believe that ghosts transmit at a frequency that people can't hear. What happens is, the reason why we can't hear them, they're just on a different frequency from us. And since EVPs collect a large scan of frequency area, what happens is they can be recorded. But once it's recorded and compressed down and played back, it's actually compressed into something that humans can hear. So that's how we have electronic voice phenomenon. Not all the time, but sometimes we do catch EVPs. Those are sometimes pretty interesting. The wildest one I heard was "I'm Not Dead Yet." So we'll see what we can hear. Some people say it's radio waves, it's your neighbor's TV, or some people say that it's the airplane flying overhead or whatnot. But others do believe that they're picking up radio frequencies from the dead, and we'll see what happens. This is pretty much our base for this room. We'll go ahead and we'll go on to the next room. Okay, so we're down in the basement. We have an emergency light on, so it's not completely dark, but it still should be good enough to pick something up. We are going to sit down here for a while, try and get some EVPs, take some pictures, and see what we can get into. I already did the base down here. There was nothing really going on. It's definitely colder down here because it is the basement. We are sitting at 50 degrees down here right now, so there's nothing really going on other than that. Sometimes on these investigations, like I said, we just sit and try and get a feel for the house, because a lot of people think that once you're around paranormal activity for a while, it starts to rub off on you, and you can tell when you're going into a paranormal house. And that's what we're going to do here, is sit, turn on our EVPs, and see what we can come up with.
Okay, I have a question for you. So, out of all the other houses that we've been into, how would you say this one rates? So far in this investigation.
I'm not really feeling anything right now in this house, to tell you the truth. The owner, the way it sounded when we came in, it said like it could almost be a possible inhuman, but usually when I walk into an inhuman case, it's like that I can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
An inhuman entity is anything that has not lived on this earth. Most of the time we call it a demon or some kind of evil spirit is associated with, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's mainly just something that has not lived on this earth. I'm not really feeling anything right now. If there is anything here, which we have no sign yet, if there is anything here, it's going to be, either a residual or intelligent. Residuals, this house really isn't old enough for one. And intelligent haunt, there's no reason for there to be an intelligent haunt in this house. So I think this is just an overactive imagination. What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. What was it? Pipes, maybe?
Probably the pipes, because the pipes are right there.
I was gonna ask you a question too. Can you explain to everybody what the differences are between, like a residual and a intelligent haunt? And
residual hauntings are like a... What the hell was that?
what was what?
There's something over there.
I don't see nothing. You sure it came from over here?
Yeah, it sounded like it was from behind you.
Behind me? kind of dark now. Oh, what is that?
What is it?
I think it's the little kid's Barbie.
The Barbie doll?
Yeah,
Was it there before?
I can't remember.
Well, we'll have to go back and look. We'll check the other footage when we get done with this room and see what we can find. I don't remember a Barbie being on the floor. What was I talking about? Residuals.
Yeah, you were explaining the differences.
Yeah, residual hauntings are like a movie. A movie will play over and over and over and over once you put it in your DVD player. And that's basically what's going on, is a movie is playing out just in the person's house. It's kind of like, some people have almost called it like another dimension fading through a little bit so we can see just a little bit of another dimension. Other people have said it's just like a picture going through. Residual hauntings are anything they're not aware of you, you're aware of them, but they're not aware of you. They're just playing over the same thing over and over and over. You see a lot of those in like houses where somebody was killed, somebody was murdered. The action of them getting killed just happens over and over and over because it made a big imprint on the time and the space that it was in. And the energy that people leave off, because all of our bodies are all made from energy, comes right out from there. And it just imprints itself on that. In a certain time, certain place, certain circumstance, that image gets replayed over and over and over.
Ooh, you feel that?
Cold chill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting those a minute ago too.
So, did the lady that owns the house, did she tell you anything while I was out getting the equipment ready about the house, like the history of it or anything?
She's a second owner. Nothing's really happened here. There was a house on the property before this one was built, but nobody knows anything about it. Nobody has any records. Nobody knows who it was or anything. So if there is anything here, it's from that other house. Nothing happened to the previous owner.
Right.
Let's, I'm going to start the EVPs and we'll go from there. Is there anybody here?
Tell us your name.
Why are you here?
How long have you been here?
Did you die here?
How come you're staying here? Is there a reason behind that?
Let us know. We're here to help. If you're here, let us know.
Oh,
What was that?
what in the...
It was over there in that corner again. Just where we were.
By me?
Yeah.
I think I should get out. What? Oh.
It was in the corner by the table.
What is that? It's another little toy. Looks like a little stuffed animal beanbag or something. But I'm getting out of this corner here, that's for sure. Whew. Scaring me.
If someone or something is here, let us know. Give us another sign.
Well, I mean, I've been scared in places before, but that's kind of freaky over there in that corner. Is it like all of the basement, she said, or is it like in certain places, like back there in the bathroom, or?
They said they heard stuff from the bathroom behind us, but it's the back bedroom that most of the stuff was happening.
Or even You want to leave the EVPs recording here and try to get something here and head in the back bedroom there? Just check it out and maybe sit in there for a little bit. Okay, we're here in that back bedroom, right?
Yep, we're in the back bedroom. We're sitting at about 62 degrees, so this room is hotter than the other side of the basement.
Huh.
Um,
Is there a reason why that could be, or?
Frozen ground still, it could be anything, a number of things. It's no big deal. I mean, it's within a couple of degrees of each other.
Okay.
So that's nothing big.
Right. Picking up anything on that?
Sitting right at 59 degrees.
That's about it, huh?
Yeah, we're not getting anything on EVP.
No,
Or EMF, sorry, not EVP. The EVP's in the other room. I'm not getting anything in this room, and this is a room that they said they had all the big major problem with. I mean, we had more in the other room with the damn Barbie and whatever the other thing was going on.
yeah, that little kid's little toy, another little toy.
Yeah. We've actually dropped a few degrees. It's down to 55 in here right now.
Okay.
So,
I mean, it's up to you, you know, whatever you want to do.
53. We're in a cold spot. 53, 54, 55, 56.
Picking up anything on the EMF?
No, not an EMF, but we're definitely in a cold spot. Cold spots are where we think ghosts are trying to manifest themselves. They have to suck the energy from somewhere to manifest. So we think what happens is they suck all the energy and all the heat out of a place to try and show themselves. It's kind of like when we're doing an investigation and our batteries will go out like that.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why that happens is we think the ghosts are trying to use our battery power
To manifest themselves, right?
Yes. But I'm not getting any EVPs. Usually with cold spots you get an EVP. So maybe it's just the cold breeze running through the house. We're still at 53. Oh,
What's
51. 53, 50.
It was what in here earlier? 50?
It was 57 in here earlier, and we just hit 50.
And it wasn't even a minute or two ago, right?
That was about 2 minutes ago. We dropped 7 degrees in about 2 minutes.
Well, there definitely could be something trying to let us see it in here, huh?
I'm not getting anything on EVP. Snap a couple more shots.
What's your overall feeling for this back room? You know, considering what the owners have said about this room. You know, like
from what I heard from this room, what I'm picking up now with these cold spots, this could definitely be a spot for something.
I mean, if they didn't use it as a storage room now, maybe we could have a little more space to actually get into the room, you know.
Yeah.
But that's one reason why they don't use it no more as a room to sleep in.
Yeah, they want to get the hell out of here because they didn't trust it. Apparently they heard all kinds of noises and voices and sounded like scratching at the door there behind you. I'm not feeling anything in here, but like I said, I did get a cold chill down my back, and we did hit a cold spot in here. We're back up now. We're at 53 degrees now.
Okay.
So whatever it was, passed.
Well, you want to go back into the other room and check the
We'll go back
EVPs?
and look at the EVP, and then we'll head back up to the bathroom.
Go in here.
Yep. Okay, we'll move back to the upstairs bathroom.
Oh, hold on a second. Has anybody been in this bathroom?
No, it's just me and you in the house.
Oh, well, before the curtain shade was open, and now it's closed. Are you sure no one else has been in here?
Well, we'll have to check it out. I don't think so. I mean, we're the only ones in the house. The owner's over at their friends for the night, so we'll check it out, double check. This is the room where they say that they can see a face when they're in the shower, pushing against the curtain, kind of like this.
And now
And you can see a face. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something to it.
what's the temperature reading in here right now?
65 in here.
It's pretty normal, right?
Yeah, 65, 66. It's, that was what the upstairs was before, so there's nothing really going on in here per se. No EMFs. We haven't picked up any EMFs at all so far. So I don't know if we're just matrixing what we're seeing here or what. Matrixing is when the human mind creates something. Something isn't there, but there's a pattern that might resemble something, and the human mind will make it into something that it really isn't. And that's what we have with matrixing. But we'll go over the footage when we're done tonight, and we're going through the footage in the next couple days to see if this was open or closed, see if that Barbie was on the floor downstairs, stuff like that. We'll go through and make sure, we'll look at our tour before, during the light time. We had the lights on and the cameras were on, and then we'll compare it to what we're going through and seeing now. Sometimes you do see a difference.
We have to make sure we go over that the footage that we set up in the one room, remember?
Yeah, the room that's closed off that we're not going into. The reason why we're not going in that one, that's the personal bedroom of the owner, and they didn't want this to be on camera, so we just put that on our separate remote camera, and we'll be the only ones to see that one.
Okay.
Alright, so we're here today to do the reveal, see what we found at the site and at the investigation. Jason, why don't you go ahead and start?
Okay, well, from what we found out, the overall house was pretty complex, but all in all, we didn't really find that much there, so.
The only thing we really had was those couple little dolls that fell, and we couldn't really explain that. Other than that, what we had was one or two little EVPs. The EVPs we got were these.
Heck me no. Heck me no.
Okay, well, that's the EVPs that we got. The other thing that we did think was kind of weird was we got a couple spikes in the temperature readings, and that was what, in the bathroom and downstairs in that one back room?
Yeah, the bathroom downstairs and the back bedroom. That's really the only places where we found anything out of the ordinary. My bottom line, house is not haunted. What about you?
From what we, from all the stuff that we went over and all the other stuff, I don't think it's haunted either. It's just a overactive imagination by the owner, I think.
That's what I call too, is overactive imagination and a lot of matrixing.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us.